Well, hello. Hi, everyone. Welcome to our live tonight. Hi, Jen. She muted herself.
Hey.
Hi. So, I just want to say hi to everyone real quick. And I want to say thank you, everyone, for all of your kind messages and your thoughts and prayers over the last couple of weeks. It's been rough. It still is. So, um, we thought that this would be a nice way to just break just I don't know, just this negativity that's been going around. And also, laughter is the best medicine. So we thought, what better time than now? And Jen has also been causing chaos on the YouTubes. Jen,
I don't know about chaos. I think that might be a little, I'm extra, but I think that might be extra. Chaos might be a little strong.
too strong. Okay.
I think I've been,
Waves.
I prefer to think of it as, just a little, I just like to read people. That's it. I don't know how to say it.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. RC is in the house. So RC says that I'm his baby daddy. So that would make him my baby mama. Hi, RC. It's good to see you. Yeah, sorry. Hi, Stephanie. Hi, Cals. Dave. I don't like to rant off names for too long, so I'll
You don't
just
like
say
to
hi
call
to
roll?
everyone. Yeah, it just takes up, too long. But you know what? I've been getting a lot of comments and a lot of feedback after our lives. And one consistent thing was that I talk too slow. So
What?
I'm aware, thank you. And I just want to remind people that if you're watching a replay, you can always hit the fast forward, whatever, speed walk me. I do it all the time. It's okay. I won't get offended. So,
Aw, I don't think you speak slow. I think you
yeah,
speak deliberately and with purpose, and you're intentional in the words that you use, and that's
sometimes.
important. Whereas I am running around the YouTubes creating chaos, causing a ruckus, and
Yes, I
sometimes
heard.
making hilarious yet accurate observations.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And you've been on the channel before. I think it was the Rittenhouse case that we talked about. You were on that live, I think. And um, so I know you. So I know that you're hilarious, and our mods and myself, we have the privilege of talking with you every day. So we have hours of voice clips of Jen just ranting, and it is the best thing in the world. So so I
Oh,
appreciate that. And this has been a long time coming. I think we were talking about this way back in October, November, because I remember us saying that we should do it either before or after the election to kind of
yes, yes, that's what
release
it
some
was.
stress.
We sure did.
Yeah, yeah. So, but here we are. We're just gonna do it today then. So, the way that we were going to do this is obviously this is going to be a roast. So, it's going to be casual. So, sit back, grab your popcorn, drinks, cigarettes, whatever, and relax. It's not meant to be a serious analysis of any interviews or anything. It's just commentary for fun and to just kind of hang out. So, we're going to play the interview with Kobach where we can also see her body language. I think that's the only interview where we do have her on video. So I thought that would be interesting. So let's just get started.
All righty.
Jen, did you want to say anything
Um,
before
just
we?
that, just exactly what you said. This is meant to be comedy. I am capable of having serious case discussion. I feel a little bit like right now with all the bullshittery that's been going around on the YouTube. surrounding not the case itself, but the people involved in the case.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah, shall we spend a couple of minutes just
we sure can.
Okay, well, I've been in and out, as you know, so but I do know that there's a lot going on. So, yeah, go ahead. Sorry, I interrupted you.
Oh no, you're fine. I mean, there's a lot of, like I said, there's these last 2 weeks, it's been like one shenanigan on top of bullshittery, on top of fuckery after the other. And it's a lot. And everybody gets, so serious about this.
Mm-hmm.
And it's my opinion that, frankly, nobody should be talking to Chris Watts in any capacity, not through the emails, not through the telephone, no, not through telepathy, not smoke signals,
No
not
dreams.
no, none of that. Leave him alone. If you want the truth, and I understand people do, they want to know.
Leave Chris alone.
Yeah, please. You're never going to get the truth out of that lying liar mouth. He has no reason to tell the truth. He won't even, he won't even claim half the women he talks to. Okay. So you really think you're going to, call him up on the phone and be like, he's going to just let it all out? He's not. He's not. I think that it's causing too much animosity between, creators and, all this, that, and the third. And we just need some like levity because it's too much. It's too much.
Yeah. And I think, yeah. Like I said, I haven't really been following, and I can't really listen to a lot of other people in this case. So yeah, I just kind of have been watching from the sidelines. The only lives that I will say I do watch religiously are the Critical K lives, because I feel like she's a prophet at this point. Can we just say that?
I think she might be I think she might be the Nostradamus of true crime. I'm not even going to lie. I think that might be what's happening here.
Yes. So hats off to her. Thank you, Max. Thank you for the super chats, guys. Thank you so much. But yes, I've been listening to her because so far everything that she has been saying, and even back in the day, has come true. So she's #K was right. So that's kind of the only lives that I've been on top of. But other than that, I have no idea. I just know that some clowns have been let loose out of the circus. Circus Colorado or something like that.
Oh, Lord. I don't know. Clowns implies that they have, fun. They're funny. I think this is more like the lunatics have been let out of the asylum and they're just loose on the streets, Yeah.
Thank you, Larry. Okay, well, let's get started.
We can
always get to the drama later, but let's just get started with this.
All right, okay. I'll be right back, all right?
Just making sure the audio's good. So if you can just
yourself, all right? Be right back.
Perfect.
Look at her. Trying to act casual, like this happens to her every day. What are these, her talking points? What did she just pull out of her purse there?
She's pretending to be following directions that she got from Verizon, right? So now she's pretending like she's trying to transfer her contacts because, this quadruple murder was such an inconvenience.
You all right?
Yeah. Oh, whoa.
These rooms are recorded. Okay. So anything saying here is subject to recording, just so you know. And you said on your text that you might remember some more stuff. So let's do which ones first.
I need to. They gave me a piece of paper to transfer my contacts. Wouldn't do it for me, but
you should be able to just put them on the iCloud.
I don't know.
I don't know how to do that. Look at me. I just was bamboozled by this dude.
Yeah. You know, but I want you to watch this now. So now she has this baby voice going on.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's why I did the voice I did. I'm
Yeah,
helpless.
I tried
Help
to
me.
turn it down, but I don't know if it worked.
We'll work it out.
Yeah, let me know, guys, if it's too loud. I'll try to, I don't know, do something.
I can find the App Store on this phone.
Is it Android?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
But Tammy's
strange.
about to walk in,
I
and just watch the difference in her
tried to
behavior.
transfer all the stuff from
Well,
the
I've
phone
told
to
you
the
before who
last
she
night,
reminds
and
me
instead
of.
of syncing up like
The way she deals with the male detectives versus the female. Look at her.
Who was that?
Arius.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Look at her over here. You can read, Kessinger. Stop playing with this man. It's directions. You can bake it. If you can read the directions, you can do. Oh my God, I can't. Look at her.
Yeah, and okay, let's just keep watching.
Okay.
Or any of them from Chris?
Yeah, a few, but not many. It's pretty short. There's like 10 or 12, and there's like a few from those days, but most of it is. Hi. Hello. Yeah.
Look at her.
So can I just say, at this point, in this very moment, she is terrified. Like, she has this look of horror.
She has an oh shit face right
on
now.
her
That is
face.
exactly what her face says. Oh shit.
Yes, when she saw Tammy Lee and Stacy, I can't pronounce her last name for the life of me, but when she saw those two badasses barging in, she was like, shit. Like, she was probably like, okay, I'm getting arrested. I'm going to Weld County. This is it.
I'm pretty
done.
sure she knows she's hosed. And also, Tammy did come in that room like a wrecking ball.
And I'm pretty sure she did that intentionally. So,
I mean, she damn near came in with a full-on no-knock warrant.
exactly.
Just busted that door right on down. I'd just like you to know my name is Tammy Lee, and I'll not be taking any of your bullshit today.
Yeah, and we always talk about fight and flight. Well, this is her in freeze mode. She's currently figuring out whether or not she's gonna fight or flee or what the hell.
That poor little hamster is on that wheel just a spinning. You can see it. You can see her trying to put it all together.
Yes.
She knows she's hosed. This is hilarious to me. Okay.
Hey, nice to meet you. Yeah, I'm Stacy Galbraith. Nice to meet you.
Galbraith. I gotta remember that.
How are you doing? All right. Getting through it? Trying.
Yeah.
Stressing out.
Stressing out. Yeah, you look stressed out. Did you get some therapy figured out?
I'm waiting for you guys to.
In other words, Tammy's saying, "You look crazy, bitch. Like, go see you a psychiatrist."
You look like the cat that ate the canary, and I'm about to break you. So, after me, you'll need some therapy.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
That's Tammy.
Get back to me on that, but I'm trying.
It'll help. Yeah. Does Hazel need to?
Yeah, we're gonna see if Hazel comes in. Weld County's just, I had to write a letter yesterday for Weld County.
So Kobach almost said, Weld County is just garbage. When he stopped himself, he's like, I had to write a letter. Me too, Kobach. I had to write several letters.
It's been like Blue's Clues with regard to Weld County out here, okay? And there's no Steve. We don't even get a song. It's bad.
No.
I like, though, how they're all like trying to have this cash conversation. Like, you know, we're just kicking it. This is nothing. Nothing. That's not a big deal. Just put your little mind at ease. And Kay, everything's going to be fine.
We're just over here exchanging some screenshots. This girl brought the receipts.
The ones that she didn't delete.
To pay for her treatment.
Oh.
And then it's got to go through a board because it's kind of unusual.
Yeah.
Since she's not an eyewitness.
Right.
But she's not a victim
either.
either.
Opposition to it. It's just a process.
Yeah. Okay.
So when you go through the
Look at
text
her
messages,
hunched
Tammy and
down.
Stacy will be there.
Okay.
So you guys know each other. Or if they reach out to you, you know that they're not the media.
Like the little girl that
Give me your card.
got
I got everyone.
Okay, I just,
Thank
now
you.
with this new phone, it's like, I got so many numbers that I'm sure I can figure out who they are, but I need to just deal with that. Like, if you guys can help me
Change
get
in
all of
demeanor
my contacts from this phone.
Immediately.
So I can get a tech guy maybe to help me, because I'm not at it
Give
too.
me instructions
So
on.
this is your old phone?
This is the one that I use for communication. This is the one that's going to you guys.
Okay.
This one's mine
This
now.
is nicer.
I know. iPhones suck. I'm
I
kind
know.
of relieved to have this back.
Okay, so you want to move contacts from there to there?
That's all I want to do. Once you guys do that, then you guys can have this phone. I mean, he gave me a way to do it, so I think I need to connect to Wi-Fi, and then I need to download this app. And then I think
yes, that's
once
a
I
fabulous
download it, I can-
idea. Use the cop shop Wi-Fi. That's genius. Genius. How are you not in upper management, NK? Lord. Sorry.
And I need to just download the app on
No.
the phone.
So let me get a guy who knows about Wi-Fi. Is your
What the
password still
hell?
65?
Let me get a guy who knows about Wi-Fi. Now, you know,
Yes.
Kobach was like, what the fuck is she talking about? Like, okay, let me get that one guy who knows that one
Yeah,
thing,
let me.
and I'll be right back.
Right? What are you going to go get the IT guy? You're going to go get Nick? Move. I mean,
Oh man.
you knew you had this scheduled, NK. I don't know why you're in here playing with this man and wasting the taxpayers' time. And why do they have to set your phone up for you? You could have done this. Look at
Mind
her.
you, this is 3 weeks after the murders. Like, what were you waiting for?
Exactly.
What were
Exactly.
you waiting for?
Exactly.
And the whole thing about her not knowing to download apps and stuff like that. Well, at this point, also, I think this is the 23rd or the 27th. I'm not sure. One of those two dates for sure, but I always get them mixed up. But it's a couple of weeks after the murders, and Chris is already locked up, and she's cooperating.
Cooperate. Clearly. She looks especially frightened.
Yes.
Oh my God. I mean, just look at this Sancha empanada. I mean, you've known about this for 3 weeks, ma'am. Look, we all heard the horrible audio from the first interview where you brought along your dog, which, by the way, I don't know if anybody else noticed this, but I did. Every time that this Puta lied, the dog was whining, like trying to get the cops' attention. Yo, officer, this bitch lying. That's not what happened. That's not what happened at all. Put me on the stand. I'll be a trauma dog.
We need to put all these dogs on the stand. I'm talking about Dieter would be the star witness, man. He was
Poor
the poor
Dieter.
thing. Yeah, like seriously, he was stuck. I bet you he exchanged a couple of words with her when she graced Dieter with her presence that one or two or several times.
Oh, just for like 10 minutes. I was just in her home for like 10 minutes, which was 10 minutes too long. And that's a lie because you took note of things that were in there. And you're just lucky, NK, that she didn't walk in. You know you're dead wrong for that. And also, stop calling her his wife, that lady, those kids, those children. You know what their names are. Stop playing with these people. That's why I think she's just shady, shady, shady. Shady boots.
Say their name.
Yeah.
NK.
Out here having a Destiny's Child moment. Say my name, say my name.
Say their names, yes.
All right, hit it. See what other nuggets she comes out with.
Yeah, that hasn't changed.
So that's going to be that one. And which one is getting all the new text messages? Your new phone?
Mm-hmm. I've only got a few, and then like now I get what you're saying. Like they're out of order, they're scrambled, they're missing.
They were not out of order, by the way. The screenshots that she's getting ready to take here for Kobach are the screenshots that we see in Discovery, and they are not out of order at all.
So what she's basically saying is, because my boyfriend that I was having an affair with, that I knew the whole time was married, because I was hanging out in the lunchroom dropping my apple, picking it up, trying to get him to share my Lunchable, listening to all the juicy details and the gossip.
And you know she did that.
And now I had to go and get a new phone, and look what's happened.
Oh,
For
no.
some reason, what happened? What, the polls shifted? And now your text message, you're the only person in the entire world right now whose texts are coming in out of order. Like, that's not even how text messaging works. NK. Girl, this is why us girls can't get ahead in the world. We got people like her on our team.
They don't make sense. I got super excited when I saw them because I was like, maybe it'll be all of them, but it's not.
So,
But it's not.
maybe what I'll ask, we have a device that maybe we can download that too.
This one too? Sorry. I mean, I don't know if that'll work, but we can try it.
Here's mine.
Thank you. Thank you.
And then Kevin knows how to get a hold of us after hours or whatever. You can do that too.
I appreciate that.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Let me do that.
Oh, okay.
Meanwhile, she's up in her
Are you
head.
using her spare phone? Is that what
She
you
has
have?
her own spare
I'm
phone,
never gonna
but
call you
when she
Tammy
linked her
Lee.
accounts, a bunch of messages between her and Chris were recovered on her new phone.
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna probably just celebrate right now
Oh, okay.
on her new phone. So we don't have to pay all of it.
Celebrate.
Yeah, no
Celebrate.
doubt.
Oh, it's
Are
a
you good
Festivus
here?
miracle. The
Okay,
text
okay,
messages
fine.
were recovered.
Okay.
Woohoo.
Okay, so app store.
Yeah. You know you're being recorded. Read it out loud like you're really struggling.
Watch her, sneak at the camera. Sneak peek.
I swear to God, if she does a headstand and starts singing Christmas carols, I'm out.
What area is this song?
Oh, holy night.
Was it?
Yes. In one key. Although, she did win the talent show at the prison with that song, so
Good for her.
well played, Miss Arias. Well played.
Oh, holy night. No, can you just imagine her with those empty eyes?
Appreciate
Anything else?
it. I think I'm
Okay, so
Well,
we can
then
hear
you
just be with us, okay?
Thank you.
Look at her. I don't want to take your water or say thank you. Don't address me no more, Tammy.
Well, Tammy is actually like, would you mind depositing your DNA in this bottle? Thank you.
Exactly right.
Oh, thank you, Amy. Thank you for the super chat.
What a genius you are, NK. You can't even figure out all the truths, all the tricks.
Nope.
Look at her.
She's too busy playing.
Stupid.
Yeah.
All right, look, this is boring. Let's skip through this part. She's already getting on my nerves. I already want to just get over there and be like, read the directions. Is this your first time on a phone ever?
So that's just what we're here because we talked about this before, but we didn't talk about the specific context of what that message said regarding to children. So obviously, in the situation that we're looking at now with the death of 2 children and all the other circumstantial stuff going around in the case.
What? With the death of 2 children and all the other circumstantial stuff that's going around in this case. Meaning, why the hell did you ping in Frederick that morning?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yes, NK, we'd all like to know that. And none of us are buying the Crystal story either, CW.
And-
So if somebody who's speaking to him still, maybe you could pass that message. Nobody buys the Crystal story, literally. Nobody. Nobody does. It's a whole lie. I know it, you know it, he knows it. Come with something better, Chris. Lie and say she was there to do laundry. I don't know, something better than a freaking Crystal.
Look, notice her body language too. Kobach is talking about murdered children
Mm-hmm.
and circumstantial evidence surrounding those murders, and she doesn't even have the decency to make eye contact with him. She's looking at her phone for her contacts. because
Right.
that is a higher priority right now than what this CBI agent is telling her, right? So
Exactly.
I just want to make sure there was no
like
comment
how
ever made
disrespectful. Like
by you regarding.
Sorry, I don't get primally angry often, but this is about the point where some ponytails would be flying around that room.
I do kind of, I'm not going to lie. I want to snatch her up a little bit and be like, I'm talking to you. You're rude.
I know, like, hello,
Look at
where's
me.
Daddy K now? What the hell?
Yeah. Yeah.
Slap her before I get my hands on her.
Right. Remember, what are you so worried about your contacts for anyway? NK, remember you told these guys before that you have friends, and if you don't hear from them for like 6 hours, you don't bug, you don't wig out. Of course, it's not quite the same when it's your wife and your children.
Mm-hmm.
That would be a big deal. But it sounds like you don't even really care about social media. You don't really care about keeping in contact with any of your friends except for leave Jim alone. And that's one contact. So why are you boring a hole through that phone screen, ma'am?
Yeah, and look, Kobach's even repeating it like, children, like, hello, like, this is your cue to at least put on some emotion.
Yeah, just pretend. Just act like you're, you know.
Human.
Yeah.
Lizard face.
And you couldn't have washed your hair for this interview.
Oh my God.
Why do you
That's
look
what I've
like
been waiting for?
She's out here looking like you could fry a bucket of chicken in the grease on that hair.
Oh God.
What are you doing with your life, NK?
Or love children, either way. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I guess. Let me find it. I think this is where this starts.
Kobach's like, doo-doo-doo. I'm just gonna fill out this form.
So it's
Pay
easier
attention to me.
for me to just take everything than it is to single it out. Plus, for the purposes of this case, the less exposure, you know, we already have, initially you drew concern from me when you told me you deleted everything from Chris. I've already told you that. You understand why? There's no question as to why that might cause concern. So if there's anything else that ever comes up, I have it, and then we can just discuss it. Do you understand what I mean?
Bingo. Now it's about me. I'll pay attention. You have my full attention. Just take her damn phone. Just snatch it.
Yeah, and that guy, what is this?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Sorry, I got distracted for a second. Oh my gosh. And her hand being on her face too, I would say is also suggestive of, you know, she's holding back.
She needs to be ashamed of herself is what she needs to be feeling right now.
Mm-hmm. She's hiding. She's saving face. That's what she's doing. She's saving face. Well, her face and her ass, I guess.
Yeah.
It's right here. This is where it starts. She starts.
Well, now she's showing him Charlotte messages.
She starts talking about her and her fiance. So that was like weeks ago.
She's mad. Look at her. First of all, how dare you? I have the right to delete things off my phone. Just because I was involved with a dude who annihilated his entire family doesn't mean you can side-eye me, sir. I'm above reproach.
I mean, you guys can look through all those texts.
No shit, NK. Yeah, they're gonna look through all your texts. And she's like rubbing her eyes, like annoyed. Like
she has so many better places to be.
Such an inconvenience.
Go get you should have brought you some empanadas from the Lazy Dog. What's wrong with you? I don't like the menu. I didn't like the menu. Now, this is the other thing that irritates me about her. So when she's talking about the Lazy Dog, you know, she's all, you know, we very rarely went out in public. Duh and or hello. Was that not a red flag to you? Like, you're not a 19-year-old NK, all right? And by the way, you have been working around men for several years at this point. You didn't pick up some tips and tricks while you were listening in other lunchrooms at other workplaces? Because we all know you did. Because that's who you are. Cleanup woman. She'll take your man. That's who she is.
Hide your kids, hide your wives, and hide your husbands.
You really?
She's snatching everybody out here.
Yes. Hide everyone. Here comes NK.
Yes.
Lord, look at her.
Shall we fast forward a bit?
We should, because she just...
Annoying. Hold on. Let's just leave the phone alone. Can you focus on the conversation? All right.
Yeah. Bust out one of those expensive axe crystals Chris bought you and harness your chi, ma'am. That's what you needs to be doing. Instead of in here acting like this is just like you're having a lunch with a couple of buds from work. You're not. You're in the cop shop. Pull it together.
Yes.
Well, now, he had to bring in backup because he's tired of her ass. I don't blame you.
Well,
I'd be tired too.
That's the Wi-Fi guy and stuff.
Oh, the CIT guy. All right. Now you're really hosed, NK.
Yeah.
Like he was ready to move out? Is that?
Oh, I get what you're saying. Yeah, like he was prepping. It still sounded like he was prepping. I mean, everything he did sounded like he was getting ready for everything to happen.
What?
The thing that I found really peculiar about the whole situation was the fact that he just kind of seemed disconnected about the apartment thing on Saturday, whereas in previous conversations, he was the one who brought it up, and he was the one who seemed really excited about it when I offered to help him do some like legwork on trying to find him a spot for him and his girls.
Right.
That sounds like, I don't know, that sounds so fucked up.
Excuse me, ma'am, but that is 1,000% not what you said the first go around. You said the first go around that nothing that he did had struck you as odd. Nothing bothered you. You couldn't have seen this coming if you had binoculars or x-ray vision. But now you're worried. Okay, tell us how you're worried, NK.
Okay.
Cash box.
So I don't know who his friend was. It was just weird because sometimes it seemed like some of the things he said, he was still really... A lot of things he said made sense. It still to this day makes sense. And then other things that he said don't make sense at all to me anymore. Or like they changed, you know?
Sure. Well,
She's had time to reflect and meditate. Here's where she flips. Here's where she flips.
Her chakras aligned.
I talked to my crystal.
Yeah.
And none of this shit is making sense. Well, I don't want to be that person. Some things made sense and still do make sense, but there's some other things that they don't sit well with me. Okay, NK.
Unfortunately, you know a lot more now about terrible things that may have happened that changed the way you're thinking about what he said, too. So, making you think differently about that verbiage. Right?
Let me check my crystal.
Don't use big words. I'm just a girl.
So...
What's verbiage?
Is
that a diet pill? That's how she acts. I mean, seriously, she's all nodding her head real slow, like she's really taking it in, you know? Like she's in therapy and they've made some kind of breakthrough. Oh.
Yes.
She looks like one of the Brady kids when Mike Brady pops off some, teachable moment. I never thought about it that way.
Marsha.
Sure, Jan. Sure.
About a lot of different things.
I hope I'm helping you guys.
You certainly are.
I hope so, because I don't like having that stuff on the top of my head. It's so hard, and so many days I can tell that my mind is trying to, block it all out right now, and I think it's almost like a subliminal, coping mechanism.
It is a therapy session, Jen.
Here we go. Subliminal coping mechanism. No, look, ma'am. Let me just tell you. Let me translate what she really means here.
She went all Freudian.
She sure did. But what she's really saying is, look here. I banged a married guy. I banged a married guy I knew was married. I banged a married guy I knew was married who had a pregnant wife. And now he's annihilated his entire family. And I'm part of that in some capacity. And what I'm trying to figure out is what you know and how much bullshit I can feed you before you start treating me like a suspect. That's what that whole subliminal coping mechanism actually means. I'm just fucking with you.
Or this is the and this moment right now where the video is paused is the exact moment that she had that epiphany that she was looking for her whole life. This is the moment she realized, oh shit, I have daddy issues.
I'm trying not to. I'm trying to like think about it so that I can help you guys, and that's why
So why don't you give yourself a break for a day or two and just live a normal life. Stop thinking about this stuff for a day or two and then revisit it. Maybe that'll help you because you look like you're tired again.
I lost my job yesterday, so that's where that comes from.
You lost your job.
You lost your job, meaning you don't know where it's located anymore, or your ass was fired. You didn't lose your job. You know where your employer is at. You just are no longer welcome there. But please, continue.
Job with the geosciences place as well? Okay, sorry to hear that. I think you mentioned with your skill set, though, you should be easily employable in another
locale. On Backpage.
I don't know.
Oh my God.
I mean, tell me I'm wrong.
Hey, that's been shut down. Come on.
Okay.
You got to find something.
Craig, I mean, I know that there's ways around it on Craigslist.
Okay.
But I think Backpage was still available back then. When did they shut that down?
I don't know, girl.
I'm not a frequent visitor to Backpage, so I don't keep that. Backpage is traumatizing for me, and it's a subliminal coping mechanism. What's happening right here?
That makes sense. Yeah.
I don't know. I hope somebody hires me. I hope people don't see my name on a resume and just.
Ooh.
Not.
I'd hire you.
Hire.
Me too.
Mm-hmm.
Well, your name hasn't even made it in the papers yet.
Not yet.
I'd hire you to scrub my floors, the bathtub, do the laundry, empty the cat box. You know, all the grunt work I don't want to do anymore. That'd be your job. That's what I'd hire you for. Mm-hmm.
And locations you could go out of state, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's what you're thinking or whatever is going to work for you.
Yeah, I'm thinking a lot about all of that.
The strip clubs are always hiring. How are you at dancing? Do you have rhythm?
That's what I'm saying. I've been doing my Courtney Love research, and the amount of strip bars and clubs I had to research tracking her ass down is crazy. So I'm surprised.
And they don't ask for a resume, and you get to make up your own name, and for free. You don't even have to pay for a name change. They can call you Cinnamon. They can call you Toffee, Bunny, you name it. And they let you do it for free. You don't even have to have a last name. This is right up your alley, NK. I think I've solved all of your problems. You should have called me, girl. I could have helped you.
Her name should be Crystal Meth.
Hesitate to do it all too soon. I'm going to have to do it all over again.
Her name should be Sancha Cochina.
I think I was just so bummed because they told me that they would keep me, and then they called me back and let me go, and I was just like, man.
So did they...
Maybe they let you go because you were going to be a key witness in a quadruple murder.
Maybe they let you go because you like to hang around the lunchroom and pick off the married men.
Maybe that too, yeah.
And the executives thought, I don't want to split my money down the middle because of this cleanup woman over here. She's a liability. Deuces.
Exactly.
They told me they were going to keep me. Well, they lied.
Whoopsie daisy.
Essentially
She was
fired you,
removed.
for lack of a better term. And that was yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh.
So they let me go because they hired me to do a contract job, and now that contract was over.
Contract job sounds like a hitman.
It
Mm-hmm.
was unfortunate because Anadarko actually offered to pay me for a while, and Tasman said no. So I just wish they would have been honest with me in the first place. But
We
Oh,
wish
like
you
you've
would have been
been
honest
honest?
with us in the first place,
So now you're
NK, but here we are.
I mean, sorry doing that. It's not even like a priority to me at this point, but it will get dealt with. So yeah, so I need Hazel to help me out with his lease and sell my truck and change my entire life, and hopefully somebody somewhere will give me a decent job and give me a chance and not judge for all of this.
Sounds like she's looking for a sugar daddy.
Well, and this is the thing about this whole situation. You know, NK, we all know that you went on the Googles and you Googled Shanann and Chris Watts way
Mhm.
before you allegedly, or by your math or time, whatever, met them. So now this is an inconvenience to you. Look at your whole life is ruined.
Mm.
That's what happens. You play stupid games and you get stupid prizes. Now, I'm not saying that she could have foreseen him annihilating his family. Don't misunderstand me, because she's not a psychic. Clearly, if she was a psychic, she would have avoided him. But she saw the red flags and she ignored them because she was having too much fun, and Chris was too high on butt stuff and he lost his mind too. And that's all of it. Nobody was using their brains like at all in this situation.
Oh my gosh, yes, he definitely got a butt stuff buzz.
He sure did.
Mhm.
And no, CW was no sugar daddy. He was paying for their dates with gift cards. That wasn't a red flag to her either. Like, I'm not a bougie kind of gal, okay? But I am observant. And something like that, I'd be like, wait, what are you don't want to,
Seriously, yeah, come
you're
on
not
now.
leaving a paper trail. What's this about? That scenario can only in one of two ways, okay? Either he's married or you finna end up in a box under the bed, okay?
Well,
It's nothing good is going to come from a man who won't leave a paper trail. He's not claiming you. And look, here we are, almost 3 years later, and he still isn't claiming bitches. I am shocked. Look at him. Found God, but still doesn't claim his bitches. Okay.
Wow, wow, wow.
Mm-hmm.
So let me ask you this. I'm still stuck on the gift card thing. So seriously now, she knew he was married. She knew Shanann was pregnant. She knew all that stuff.
Yeah, because she'd been skulking around the lunchroom like a creeper.
And not only around their lunchroom, but around the streets of Facebook. She's known.
Yeah, and that's another thing. That brings me to another point, okay? Because I don't understand this. I don't have social media. That's a lie. That is a whole lie. Yes, you did, but you deleted it. You know it, and I know it. There is no woman in this day and age who doesn't stalk a potential boyfriend's Facebook page. Now, I could understand if this was like back when I got with my husband back in 1995, when the way you exchanged information was on a bar napkin, okay? But you can Google, the Googles exist, they existed then, and I know she did. She stalked them. She stalked Shanann's Facebook page, and she stalked Chris Watts' Facebook page, and she circled like a hyena, and she picked the weakest one out of the pack. Congrats. You didn't even try for a challenge.
No.
You picked on the hurt, broke antelope. Well played, NK. Look at what you ended up with. Now you ain't got no phone. You ain't got no job. You had to change your name. You living out there in Witsex someplace. Who knows?
Damn.
Trash bag.
So Hazel was helping you out with some of your lease stuff. All right. So
Yeah.
When we're here, I think she usually comes in the afternoon today. So we'll check with her.
Hey, I think Matt just went the other way looking for me, but he'll come back eventually.
Awesome. So you must want this for something.
Oh, I wanted to ask you, because I can't see it that great. I probably should wear my glasses, but I don't want to right now. Did the bald patch grow in at this point? Because I wanted to offer a little bit of advice for that too, for the ladies. It's too late for NK. Her ship has sailed. Always have a safety word, girls. That needs to be discussed prior. Otherwise, you get snatched up and you have to go into the interview with a freaking bald spat. You know, that's what happens. Safety word. That's your tip for the day. You're welcome.
What if her safety word was Dead Sea Scrolls?
I bet KK's is corroborate.
Oh my God.
Corroborate!
Which one is it? The collaborate, or are you trying to say corroborate?
Corroborate! Means stop. Poor KK.
Oh.
She was removed too.
This one? Yeah.
Here.
What's this? Oh, this is your...
Oh, he's like, oh.
Oh, what have we here? She's trying to make some kind of side deal with him. Look, you know my skill set. You just mentioned it. You know that I have an excellent skill set. Okay, my resume speaks for itself. It ain't my fault this fool over here did what he did. Okay, but I don't need to go down for it.
If you look at that bald spot and what looks like her sideburn, it actually looks like a face too, like a nose and lips. So I can't tell if she's looking forward or I don't know.
I feel like this is what happens when you don't wash your hair for 4 or 5 days.
Maybe.
You couldn't have just stopped off at the CVS and picked up some dry shampoo? Girl.
Roll around some baby powder.
You know that you're going to be on video. And look, see, if you would have just taken a few moments, I wouldn't be here making fun of you. I mean, I would, but I wouldn't have this piece. I'd have to find something else. And I would.
She's wearing a goddamn fleece jacket in the middle of August. So.
Yes. You know, I was going to mention that, but I was going to wait. Because I know that they keep the cop shops cold and they do it on purpose. It's intentional. But it's not fleece weather. And it's not long sleeve fleece weather either. It's no kind of jacket weather. NK, what are you hiding? Take that jacket off, girl. Let's see.
She's hiding the Thrive patches.
Oh.
She's hooked.
I bet she's got bad edges too.
2/13.
From what date to what date? You want this one back?
It's a month.
You're good?
I don't know. It's a month, so it's probably whatever 30 days was, probably July 14th, I'd assume, till August 13th. You'll see it. When you open it up, you'll see it.
You'll see
But
it.
it's a month. So my billing...
Can I just take this real quick and move it off your thumb drive and I'll give you your thumb drive?
You can do whatever you want.
Okay.
That's yours.
You don't need this back?
Hell no, I done broke it. I don't need it. You go ahead and keep it. I've already broken that thing. You ain't getting shit. Sure, that's yours. Keep it. I mean, yeah, great. Look how helpful I'm being.
But she's probably like, oh, crap, there goes all my DP stuff. They can recover it still if they run it through their magic machine.
There goes my Pornhub subscription, all the thumbnails I downloaded. Like Chewbacca.
Now, Kobach and his goddamn ringtone, like...
Right.
My
Who
mom
in this day and age uses a damn ass ringtone? Everybody has their phone on vibrate. It was a novelty when cell phones first came out and you could choose your ringtone. You could even have a song. But now, come on now. This is unprofessional, Kobach. Where's Tammy Lee? Tammy Lee wouldn't be doing this shit.
Yeah, I'll just go download this to my computer real quick.
I think it's a month. It ends on the 13th, and that's why I was saying...
Oh, it conveniently ends on the 13th, does it now?
Oh, but didn't he also text her on like Tuesday, right? I'm pretty
Mm-hmm.
sure yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That oh, by the way, that I'm not afraid for myself. I don't consider Chris a dangerous man. But I had to back off without him knowing I was backing off. Give me a break.
When they bill me next month, then I can give you the 14th and past that. And I could have given you the 14th now, but because they haven't billed me for it, like this is in a nice PDF, but the unbilled one is like in this janky Excel format, and you could like manipulate the data. I don't want to.
Oh, you're giving away your tricks. Okay. Also, I haven't been billed for it yet. What are you on? A pay-as-you-go plan?
Oh my God. She just said.
Are you on Cricket? Is that what's happened here? What is it? Boost?
She just said, oh, it's in this janky format where you can manipulate the data. She sounds like.
Which I did, by the way, but don't tell nobody.
I know, she sounds like a drug dealer. Like, you mix a little bit of baking soda and a little bit of
Exactly. And I don't want to give you the whole
recipe.
Exactly. I don't know I'm not going to give you exact measurements, but these are approximate guidelines, if you will.
Yeah.
Is on here specifically PDF of your complete phone bill for your cell phone.
That ends on August 13th. Everything after that, you
I'm gonna go put this on my phone, or
Okay,
go put it on my
and
computer.
my lease agreement is on there, and I told Hazel that you had it.
Okay,
So,
I'll share it with her.
So Hazel is the victim's advocate, and now watch this. She's delegating the Colorado Bureau of Investigations and the Weld County District Attorney's Office. She's delegating for them to communicate so that Hazel can get a copy of her lease so that she can get out of it without paying the penalty, so the bitch can get her security deposit back, because she was bouncing from that apartment because she knew people were going to start showing up. And sure enough, Scott Reich, he did go and he knocked on that door, but she wasn't there. Anyway, so yeah, she was already like, okay, boom, give Hazel my lease. I already told her to look out for you, and so that she can get me out of my apartment free.
Oh.
Like, talk about.
Well, she lost her job. It's missing. She doesn't know where it's at. Like, cut her some slack. Come on, Dr. B. Her job is lost.
And then
she's out here losing jobs, misplacing them, and Chris is finding Jesus.
Of me talking to the
what a pair.
wireless people, asking them if they can restore my text and what they had to say about it, just so that you guys.
Now she's doing the job for them. Get right, because now she's calling Verizon.
Now all of a sudden she understands the finer points of technology. Okay.
Yeah, because like she's making it easier on them, right? Like she's doing the job for them so that they can focus on other things.
I know that I did the due diligence to attempt to do that. So those are the three things that are on there.
So the messages that synced up when you started are on this phone, right? So when she started it, this phone's like 2 years old.
Okay.
But when she turned it on, a bunch of deleted messages from Chris that were on that phone synced up with that phone.
Okay.
So that's the one I want to try to rip.
Okay, so we're going to download this phone.
This one's coming as
He wants to rip it apart.
Exactly. Okay, this one's going to be coming with us as
But I am
evidence.
enjoying at how he's explaining to the IT guy who didn't just hear all of the things that NK just said. Like, he's not in the room. Let me repeat it. But I know why he's doing that. He's doing it because he wants NK to think he's on her side. See, and this is the part where I kind of get frustrated, because I get people's frustration with the cops, but there are reasons why they play her like they do.
Of course. But
they're no dummies.
I can channel Kobach's internal voice and internal monologue throughout this whole thing. Like, you can feel his vibrations for sure.
My favorite part about all of NK's speaking is that when her ability to change octaves immediately. I know, and I lost my job. And you need to do your due diligence and get to cooperate on this. Like, what are you doing?
I'm sorry. Squirrel.
Okay, I need you to log into Google.
I was trying to figure this out, I don't know.
Oh, okay. That might be an issue.
I know. I mean, if
Look
you
at
guys
her.
really can't do it, I'm just trying
Well,
to go through and figure out who is.
there's another way we can do it, so we can try.
Now she's oozing the Wi-Fi guy.
Yes. Yes.
Man.
Ah,
I'm usually really
Can you
good at
hack
that.
into Shanann's Facebook right quick? I just want to see what she's up to. That's what come on, Nichol. I got this other guy I'm stalking. Let's hack his too. Then we'll know if my contacts are
I
synced.
don't know. I really don't. I was
Okay.
messing with this before you walked in here.
Okay. And that's the only way you can download apps, right?
Let's do this.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll have to figure it out.
I'm not an Android guy, so I don't know.
I don't know.
Okay.
I haven't used Android phone.
Can you push pause for just a second?
yeah.
This is annoying to me. I'm not an Android guy. I'm an iPhone person. Look, it's a phone. They all work basically the same. You push a button. They read the same things. If the picture is different, you are literate, aren't you? Just click the picture. It's not complicated. She acts like she's being asked to assemble a working nuclear bomb with a paperclip, a rubber band, some Gorilla Glue, and a piece of string.
Oh my god.
It's not that complicated. Lord. All right, sorry. I can't figure out what. So you know what? This is what I would like to do. Is I don't really actually want to speak to Chris Watts, but I would like to show him these interviews and be like, was she worth it? This is what you're this. Was she worth it? Even if you had to separate, let's say you divorced Shanann. Was she worth it? Because she is annoying the ever-loving F out of me. Thank you, Mo. Mo sent you $5.
Thank you, Amy. I was just typing that out too. Thank you, Mo. Thank you. All right, let's keep listening.
I know 10-year-olds that have hacked entire. I know 10-year-olds that have hacked entire, Minecraft platforms, in less time than it's taken for her to transfer the contacts. I mean, this is the worst. This is like that SpongeBob 4 hours later. I mean, she still hasn't accomplished shit.
All right. I fast forwarded because I can't listen. Oh, look at her like, whoop. Let me snatch this pen up real quick and take some notes.
Remember, don't tell him about the Windex. Don't tell him that you used Fabulosa. Boy, that stuff smells good.
I don't know what time it is.
She said, I don't know what time it is. Oh, that was a sneak look at the camera, and then she realized she was caught looking at the camera, and now she's going to pretend like she's flipping that hair back and forth.
Oh, God.
Oh, God, man, she is.
With that Germac bounce back greasy ass hair. She needs some Rogaine for that bald spot. I'm telling you, this could have all been avoided if you just discussed a safety word. She looks like she's writing out bills.
Oh my God, go back.
Yeah, we're gonna have to skip through this.
Oh God, Hazel.
Potentially leaving here and starting anew somewhere else. Probably is a good thing. All right, I'll be back in a few.
Thank you. So, and the dark would find out for the other company as well?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, Darko just.
Wait a minute. I just lost Jenn. Where did she go? We better come back. But this part, I want her to see. I want Jenn to see and watch, is because now we get to see her with Hazel. And Hazel is the victim's advocate, and Hazel's the person she's delegating around to get her treatment and whatever else. Oh, here she is. Well, hold on 1 second.
Sorry. I pushed the wrong button. That's my bad.
It's okay. So here she is with Hazel.
Okay.
So you get to see how she behaves with other women in the room.
Terminated my contract.
Oh, I'm sure she's a delight.
I don't blame them. That's just not a good place to be. But they offered.
Well, Hazel's
they
feeding
were
into it.
concerned, and they offered to.
Hazel's doing the whole empathic.
It looks like Hazel's jugs are sitting on the table.
Did you say Cadel's jugs?
No, Hazel's. Hazel's jugs are sitting. Look, there was something in the back of my throat that was holding back laughter, and that's why it came out the way it did. Because it does. It looks like Hazel's jugs are sitting on the table. Like they couldn't there's nobody sitting in those other two seats. Why couldn't they push the table? It's not nailed down. Poor Hazel.
Oh my God. Well, from this angle, it kind of does look like Cheryl. I mean, you know.
Amy, I am low key jealous that I can't put my jugs on the table.
For like a few weeks.
Well, that is pretty generous.
It was very generous, and Tasman cut it off. They're just like, we don't want to bill a contractor if you're not actually working. Like, I respect that.
No, you don't.
I don't know. I think it's kind of disappointing because they told me, I informed them on the situation, and then...
Look, did you just see that ponytail flip?
Yes.
Amy, thank you.
Moving forward, NK, don't be a skank at your next job.
That's a good
You know what we need right now? We need that clip from Nene Leakes from the Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion when she tells Kim Zolciak, close your legs to married men. And then Kim's all, excuse me?
They contacted me like a day later and they said, oh, you're good, don't worry about it. And they contacted me the day after and pretty much just let me go. And it's like, just be honest.
Well, did you give her another job or another appointment?
They would have had to have. And I kind of had a solution for that situation too, but they didn't seem like they were all about it. So, I mean, it is what.
Oh, she had solutions for that situation too.
Oh, okay. Were you going to blackmail Anadarko?
Like she had solutions for Chris, remember? At the Lazy Dog? She was telling him
all the solutions.
Bank accounts. She even let's just
I bet you her solution was Backpage. And what she's really salty about is that they done close that website. Well, that's what it's about.
She did get really let's just say pushy with Kobach about eHarmony. Like she kept denying it, but then in her typed notes she says that she lied to Chris and said that she was stood up for 2 dates. And Chris, on the other hand, says that he specifically says eHarmony. And Kobach asked her about a conversation she had with Charlotte about eHarmony, and she's acting like she doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. But
eHarmony, is that a new singing group? Is that a boy band? I like boy bands. She's so ridiculous. I doubt she had anything. Maybe she had. I don't think she had an account on eHarmony. Tinder, maybe.
No, she would be the type who would do the paid eHarmony subscription.
She didn't pay for that. You know she used that free. Why are you being nice to this girl? You know she used that free trial.
Because she snatched a gift card from CW.
Oh my God, look at her.
All right.
It is. I've only been working with them for like 4 months. They don't really know me that well.
At Tasman? And so are they saying that your contract with them is also terminated, or that you just aren't working in Anadarko anymore and they'll find you another position?
They told me originally that if I wasn't going to work in Anadarko, they'd find another place to put me. And then they came back yesterday night and said,
Yeah, on the pole.
since you're not, we hired you for the
Come on, everybody was thinking it. I'm just the only one who said it.
Oh my God. They were thinking about where to put her.
Yeah.
On the pole.
Yeah. In the back of a cop car where your ass needs to be.
How about that? Put her in the back of the cop car.
That's where your ass needs to be, on the way to the county jail.
That's right.
Holding for trial.
And no bond.
Exactly. She's a flight risk. I can tell. She doesn't make eye contact.
contract with Anadarko, and since your contract with them was terminated, we're letting you go.
Okay. Did you call the person whose name I gave you at?
No.
Daily?
I've spent all day trying to do stuff with these guys, so I haven't had a chance.
I think it might be helpful just to talk to him and see what he has to say about it, and see if there's any,
Hazel sounds out of breath. Like she's making me want to like breathe in deep.
Okay. If you had to haul them jugs around, you'd be out of breath too. That's a lot. You know, I like how NK is over here super pressed about a job she had for what, 3 or 4 months?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what is it? Is her birthday coming up and she's bummed that the office isn't going to throw her a birthday party and give her a card on her desk?
No. Let me tell you. Her birthday, she was in her prime. Because that was July 3rd. And she was in the lunchroom.
Sharing Lunchables.
Catwalking down the hallway with her pheromones. So much so that even Troy McCoy and Tony Brown commented on how she knew she was hot, type of thing. So
I mean, she's not. Okay, here's the thing. She's not an ugly girl. Like, she is cute, okay? Then she speaks, and it's gone. Like, I have deducted at least 1,500 points from, she looks like a Ravenclaw or a Hufflepuff. That's who she is. And also I've deducted 13 points from the talent portion because I'm tired of her voice. They got coaches for that, NK.
I know she was very concerned about her image, so
he'll probably ask you what your contract with them was and ask you for some more details and see if there's any way that legally he can help you out. Or
like, I get so exhausted listening to Hazel because literally, like, she takes a breath at all the wrong places.
If he can create some sort of mediation or something like that, or at the very least negotiate.
Well, she's pressed between the wall and the table.
Referral to another
Bless her heart.
She's being Heimlicked.
That table's worse than a damn girdle.
I know.
Poor thing, she's probably lost all feeling in her lower extremities. Look what you're doing. You push that table for her, NK. Like, bro, do you even lift? Come on, you can push that table.
Oh, man.
I did great work for those guys. They're definitely going to miss me being on their team for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you did great work.
Okay.
Nice job.
In the backseat of your truck.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, I didn't really know what else to do.
She did a great job monitoring those gas monitors.
This is like one more thing on my plate right now. I don't know what to do. I don't think anybody's gonna hire me.
Well, I think that right now what you need to worry about is
just smack her, Hazel.
Family and people that are going to help you get through for a few weeks while you're looking for work.
Hazel's
I
glitching.
think right now you need to just concentrate on
She's lagging.
getting your lease situation worked out. So
That's NK's dark passenger messing with the video. What she was really doing with that phone is harnessing a demon. That's what she was really doing.
Well, it hasn't been yet.
Oh my God, I can't.
I can't with her.
Okay,
Peace out, Hazel.
You have to take care.
Come on,
I
Hazel.
should, to be honest with you.
All right,
but
go, Hazel. This is
my the two places I use it all the time, and so I don't have to remember.
So the only way to transfer your contacts from that phone, from your iPhone to that phone, is with your Google account.
I mean, if I need to, I know.
We're gonna print we downloaded them, so we have the file available. We can print it for you.
Can you do that? That would be nice.
But we can't move them because
That's okay.
your phone is essentially, you won't be able to download apps or anything like that without your Google account.
Okay.
So, but you do know it.
But she forgot her password, of course.
You do know my Google account?
Yeah.
No, if I did, then we wouldn't be in this.
But do you have it somewhere else?
Yeah, I'm sure I could
Okay.
like reset it and figure it
So
out at some point. when
just
I'm
making sure
ready.
you have a phone that's going to be usable.
Yeah, I mean, I can make incoming and outgoing
Okay.
calls at this point. That's all I really care about.
So
Her password's
he's gonna
probably her
download
damn ass safety
the
word, and that's why she got
messages
that bald spot.
Uploaded when you redid your phone. So it shouldn't take too long.
Yeah, there's not much on there.
Yeah.
It's pretty short.
Should take just a few minutes and then we're done.
They're all like, they're not even on the
That's what she said.
right date. It's really weird how their time
I was thinking that too.
Like there's one on there on the 13th, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure that was a conversation.
Between you and Chris?
No, see, he's asking again about the 111-minute phone call, and she's diverting again. She keeps skipping over that conversation, and she keeps telling them about the Monday conversation. Oh, she frustrates me with this part.
Yeah, but it was like not that same day.
The
Like-
13th was a
Maybe
Wednesday.
you missed the part where I said I just downloaded all of your information.
All right.
It's
We'll
not
take a
in the
look at
right
them.
spot. They're not in the right spot.
Maybe the date on the phone is messed up. I don't know. I'll look at the phone and we'll see.
Well, it's out of order. Like, unless I'm confused, but I'm pretty sure
You're
the
confused.
last text on there between me and him was
No.
actually probably right in the
Lies.
middle of the text.
So when
Where's
you say
that voice
out of
clip
order,
from Kathy Bates?
Like, it's saying, oh, hey, this happened on, like, Tuesday, but really, I'm like, I'm pretty sure that happened at a different
No.
point.
Okay.
No,
All right.
no.
So
only that
if it's
one.
critical, we'll talk
You know,
about it.
back in the day when I
I need to
used
look
to
at the
take
text
too much
first, so
X, I got my days
Of
confused
course.
too, NK. It's all right.
You probably want to go.
Yes.
Because you have your next client coming in.
Thank you.
Where's
for your
Bananas
time.
when we need her to clear up this discrepancy with the data? Data doesn't lie.
Right? But she can manipulate the data.
Way to admit that too.
I appreciate
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Okay, can we just leave Hazel alone?
Hazel, you're done advocating, babe. Get up.
Bye.
Okay,
Bye,
it doesn't come up
Hazel.
that you dated Chris Watts
Okay.
and you're involved in this case. It doesn't work that way. So I wouldn't worry too much about that.
But, I mean, I don't know. I just feel like this is just like one of those things that if it goes to court, it's gonna be like huge.
Mhm.
Huge. Like the lies you tell, NK. Huge. Lord. I just think this is going to be huge. And I've already misplaced my job. Backpage is down. What's a girl to do? They kicked me out of my
Well,
job.
I
I
mean, it's
can't
national right now.
do
but
my
it's
whole
not-
stroll through the lunchroom. Like nothing is going right for you, NK. That's just bad all around. You poor, poor thing.
Ugh.
Like,
I feel awful.
you know, it's not the theater event that happened in Aurora 7 years ago, right? That everybody in the world knew about. It's not that. So
It's even bigger.
certainly for you, you're under the microscope and you're feeling it. And no,
Did he just say you're under the microphone or microscope and you're failing it? Please tell me that.
I'm still stuck on it. You know how that thing happened in Aurora? Nobody's even talking about that now. Yeah, because they're talking about this situation. And spoiler alert,
Yeah,
in
by the
2
way,
years, we're still going to be talking about you and making fun of you, NK.
by the way, if you ever need to, if you ever need something to fall asleep to, there's like hours upon hours of interview footage with James Holmes and a psychiatrist. So it's pretty Interesting.
I might have to check that out if I need to sleep.
Yeah. Oh, no way. Amanda says she grew up with James Holmes. That's interesting. I followed that case very intently.
Nothing anybody can change that for you. So I get it, but I think you need to just step back for a minute, take a breath, figure out what you're going to do. Obviously, you have some very serious decisions to make over the next, couple of months.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find out how to do all this without spending all my savings. Saving up.
Oh my God.
And here we go.
Boom.
How about the families that had to bury their daughter and their grandchildren? You think they just had money at the ready for this? You don't think they were worried about dipping into their savings too?
How about the taxpayers? How about that they had to have special safety equipment and hazmat teams to transport the bodies of those children, NK? And you're worried about your savings being depleted because of this inconvenience, NK?
How much savings could you possibly have? You dated a man who bought your dinner with a gift card at Lazy Dog.
For a house, and I'm just like, damn it.
But at least you have savings to fall back on, too. A lot of people can't say that.
Yeah, that is true. Well, since they fired me.
And not to mention that she's so cheap that she's even extorting money from these people, talking about they need to find her a therapist, they need to get her out of her lease, they need to write her employers a letter. Like, she's demanding, like, damn, girl, like, what butt stuff are you, like, handing out? It must be toxic or something.
Exactly.
I'll probably get unemployment for a little while so I can, like, get my mind right and go to therapy and then go back to work at that point, because I am not ready.
Get my mind right.
Going back to work might be a good thing for you, though, then you don't sit and think about this every day.
I know, I agree with that, but finding a job is the big task. That's why I told her, she's like, why don't you reach out to some of your friends, about a job? It's like, well...
They don't know what's going on.
No, they don't now, but what I don't want is somebody to give me a reference and then they find out what's going on. I think that's really disrespectful.
What?
I think you reach out specifically to an employer, not a person.
She got Kobeck confused for a life coach or something.
I mean,
what are they even talking about?
I can't figure. This is the most asinine conversation. And listen, this is me who goes around on the YouTubes on the regular listening to asinine conversations, but this one takes the cake. Okay?
You're so right.
Look at how she's sitting. Now look at her body language now.
Mm-hmm,
she's leaned back. Look, see how trim I am? I bet your wife at home keeps a well-stocked refrigerator. I'm not calling her chubby or nothing. I'm just complimenting her on her, ability to keep everybody, including herself, well-fed. But look at me.
Yeah, that's definitely cocky. Just a cocky, like, entitled.
Yes.
And completely tone deaf.
Yes.
I don't know anything about the oil industry, but...
Yes, we're judging you. I don't...
Ain't nobody got time for that.
And you know what, NK? Spoiler alert, in 2 years from now, I'll have moved on to another case. But if somebody pops up with this video, I'll roast you again.
Good one.
Who you work for? I have this skill, and I'd like to come to work for you.
Just thinking about it.
I have this skill of... What's that exactly?
About reaching out to some old employers. I've always been a really good employee to those people. Everybody, when I leave, is pretty disappointed. This is the first time I've ever been terminated from a job.
I promise you, none of the women in that office are disappointed.
There's
none
just
of them.
One more. It was her and another one.
Oh.
That's it. So...
let me have my moment.
No, but I'm sure that one was disappointed.
I'm sure that one
Sometimes
was
that can
like,
be tough to
oh
get over.
God, bring her
Too.
back. She
It's
did
hard.
such
This
great
is like-
work for us.
Yeah.
Eavesdropping in the lunchroom, so she knew exactly what to say to Chris. I mean, it's not like he's, exceedingly deep. He's not a hard nut to crack. All she had to do was not talk.
Yeah,
That's it.
her vegan, lean, protein free veggie burger steak probably was left in the fridge to rot. She didn't get a chance to grab it because they just told her not to come back. Poor thing.
Like the dream job, I feel awful about all of this. Like, I wanted that for so long to get out of the oil field. I was so tired of living on oil rigs. It's such a rough life. It's like I just want to be in the office and working environmental for an oil company, and I finally got it, and all this happened.
Well, you have that skill set now, so maybe you can move back into
I
that.
hope so. We will see. I forgot what else was going. Are you guys? Am I in trouble because I deleted his text?
You're not in trouble.
I didn't know
Yes.
what was going on at that point.
So,
Why is she asking him this after, at this point, I don't even know how long, an hour and a half, she asks him, am I in trouble for deleting those texts? Like, that means that she's been sitting with that question on her mind this entire time.
She's been waiting until there were no interruptions from any women, because she's working on this guy right now. What's his name? Kobach. She's been working on Kobach. She's locked eyes with him. She's hypnotizing him. She's got, she's flipped her ponytail a few times. She's leaned back. She's just reeling him in. And now she's going in for the kill. Just say, officer, I know that I was going 65 in a 40. Am I going to be in trouble? Yes, bitch, you're in trouble. You should be in trouble.
Oh my God.
I know, does that cause question? Of course it does. But is it criminal? No. Is there concern that you're hiding something? Potentially.
Yes.
That's why I want him, or I wouldn't be asking for him.
I know.
And you've
I'm trying to
been
give you guys that.
upfront with me about everything. I don't have a concern that you ever told Chris, I don't want you, go kill your wife, or get rid of your kids, or I don't want to date you if you have kids. None of
Watch
those things that ever came out of your mouth. We've talked about that.
No.
Look how bad he's glitching. I'm telling y'all, what we are witnessing right now is a demon at work. Look at is it glitching for you too?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm telling you, there's something wrong about this girl. Like, I mean, I know I've been making fun of her for the last, hour and 23 minutes. Okay. Like, I get it. But I mean, there's something really wrong with her, kind of in a scary way wrong with her. Okay. But let's do continue.
Yeah, well, while he's talking about this very serious subject, she's sitting there going, no, like that Consuela from Family Guy, no, Peter,
Mr. Superman, no.
no. That's what
No. Maybe that was what kicked all that. That's it. I figured it out. That is what caused the bald spot. So she's cleaning, and she did the Consuela for Chris. No, but you can put it in my butt. No, come and get my empanadas.
Oh my gosh. Well, I mean, I will never forget, in one of our past lives, we were doing the timeline, and Lisa Avery, she's actually in chat now. I will never forget this forever. But we were talking about the time when NK was talking about going to Chris's house, and she specifically remembered that he was washing his carpets that day. But then later on in the interview, she tripped up and said that they were just sitting on the carpet doing the macros or whatever. So I was wondering, was that a thing for people to sit on a wet carpet? And here comes Lisa Avery, completely out of left field. And she says, her empanada probably wouldn't have even been washed if she didn't sit on a wet carpet or something like that. I mean, look, I will never forget that. Oh my God, hilarious. So
I mean, she does seem like the type of gal that would spritz some knockoff Bath and Body Works spray and then call it a day. I'm good. I can't smell me.
let's just hope that it's just her head that she doesn't wash for multiple days.
Well, she's lost her job, so she probably can't afford the shampoos.
She's probably she's probably looking for it.
She's destitute at this point. She's going to have to sell her truck.
And she has to penetrate her savings.
So
she's got to start completely over with an indifferent job, working on a host role.
Hold on.
Okay,
I'm waiting for her to ask Kobach what his benefits are with the CBI.
Until those text messages that are deleted are there, and all that, it's just speculation. But it's kind of like, why did you do that? And I get your excuse. I understand what you're saying.
Ooh, I get your excuse. That means he knows you're making this shit up, girl.
That's another thing. What girl do you know deletes text messages? Because I know that I have screenshots that would shut a bitch's respiratory system down. Okay? I keep all the receipts. But this joker is over here. I just wanted to be done with him. I deleted all the text messages because I wanted no further contact. That's what blocking a number does. Okay? You deleted those because there was something in there that you did not want them to see. Period. Not because every woman keeps a record of their text messages just in case they have an argument with their man. They can scroll back. No, that is not what I said, sir. At 3:54 p.m., I said you were a jerk. I didn't call you a dick until 3:58 after you had pissed me off. Because you didn't bring home the hot sauce I asked you to from the Taco Bells. You brought me mild, which is trash. And I'm keeping this as evidence because when I divorce your ass, all I got to do is show this to the judge, and he will understand why I should get everything and you should be on the streets.
Mm-hmm. Look, I'm paying for that 2 terabyte iCloud storage. I'm not even joking. I got backups upon backups upon backups. And my rule mirrors the state laws that I'm in. If the state laws are they archive shit after 7 years, then so be it. I still got shit from 2010 waiting to be pulled out when needed. So
because that's what normal girls do. Normal people. I know guys that do it. That guys don't do it as much, but they still do it. Oh. But girls do it the most. So I don't believe that this was your way of closure.
That on Tuesday you realized who this man was and what he had done. And you didn't want him to be part of your life anymore, so you got rid of it.
I didn't even want to see it on my phone. It was like freaking me out because I remember I deleted them, and then he sent me another text, and then I deleted that one too.
Right.
Because I was like, I don't want to deal with this. By the way, when you're looking through those texts, look for his ABC phone for that one conversation we had where he screenshotted me what he did on Monday. You remember that? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you said that's his Anadarko phone.
Okay. And that should be the only recent. There's probably stuff.
That was a lie also because...
Yes, It was.
Mm-hmm.
Because she's a whole lying liar mouth who tells lies. Look at her.
Mm.
You deleted them as soon as they came in. Girl. The lies you tell, NK. The lies you tell. Okay.
Well, we need Maury to march his ass in there.
You guys are able to pull up from way back that we talked, but nothing.
The thing we talked about was him proving that he went to the oil field.
That he went to work.
That he went to work that morning
Yes.
at whatever site he was supposed to go.
You mean the crime scene?
You mean the dump
Check on
site?
Yeah, right.
That'll be in there.
Release.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, and then, I don't know, am I allowed to, like, address my friends and tell them, please, no comment to the media? I mean, I haven't been telling them.
Oh, now she's asking for permission. Ha.
Okay, I just want to address Lisa Avery real quick. I'm not taking a shot every time she lies. I'm still using my liver, thank you.
Anything else,
I would not talk with anybody about any of this case. Except, I mean, I know you need to talk to a therapist, and you need to talk, I'm sure you're talking to your dad.
Yeah, you definitely need to talk to a therapist, girl. Matter of fact, I think you need to step it up one notch and talk to like a team, like a clinical team.
to some extent.
I hear they have excellent therapy facilities in the jail.
Well, when he's not in here for this, I don't tell him about this. I tell him I'm coming down here, but he doesn't need to know anymore. He's frustrated.
You're an adult. You made the decisions that caught you in a bad situation. But
meaning you, what is she doing with her head? She's like turning into like the Exorcist bitch.
I'm telling you that the dark passenger is like oozing out of her at this point. Look at her.
Her head is like doing a 360. And
it's a weird, like a weird tilt that she's doing. Like I'm so hosed.
Like she's cracking her neck and aligning her
like,
chakras.
Yeah, like she's fixing to get up from that table and whoop some ass or something. Like she's preparing for a cage match. What are you
Fight
doing?
mode activated.
There's
Finish him.
nothing wrong with you talking to me. I just wouldn't.
Oh my god.
No, I don't even tell.
If we watched this in black and white, it would look like, what's that, Paranormal Activity?
I'm telling you right now, if we watch it in black and white, we could see the demon.
Yes. We should ask AD what filter to use.
We did.
I heard
yeah, we
X-rays
should.
pick up shadows really good.
Witness for it.
Certainly your best friend. I mean, if I was you, I'd be.
Oh god, he even like vomited in his mouth a little bit saying
Yeah.
that. If I was you, oh my god.
Confiding with my best friend, like, hey, this is what's happening in my life and I need help. Is there anything wrong with that? No.
I mean, that's about as far as confiding has gone, was me telling her.
Can we also address what kind of like name tag she has hanging off of her? And does she not, like, she's one of those people to like hang it on her jeans? Like, no, bitch, it's supposed to go like up on your boob so that people can see who you are, so they can easily identify you and not have to strip search you to figure out who the hell you are. And if
or
you're
glance at your empanada so that then you can say somebody was eyeballing you inappropriately, you're uncomfortable. Oh
seriously.
About some guy that I was hanging out with, but that was like way before any of this.
Yeah.
So basically, what she's saying,
before, she means like 2 months before she started.
You know what? This is something new to me that I've just started noticing recently, but it happens quite frequently. I don't know how time works where these people reside, okay? But you either have the people who it's always like way long ago. It's like when you get pulled over for drinking. How many beers did you have? 2. Nobody ever just has 2 beers. But you always say you did. How many drinks did you have? 2. Maybe I refilled it 27 times, but 2. Oh God.
Right now too. So you're not in trouble. There's no charges against you. You're simply a
I
witness.
just don't want to like get in trouble for like talking to like my dad.
She's so stupid because she's saying like, I just don't want to get it. Because look, this bitch researched Verizon Wireless down to, like the janitors. Like she has everything recorded for them on a flash drive, all that. And now she's sitting here insulting this man's intelligence, talking about she doesn't want to get in trouble for talking.
Right, which translates to, don't call none of my friends. Leave Jim alone. They're not going to be witnesses. But I did tell him all the shit. Jim knows all the things. He is the vault.
No, well, that's she's talking about her dad.
Well, yeah, but she means Jim. I'm telling you right now, Jim is the vault. Right, if we could crack Jim, leave Jim alone, we'd know all the things.
All the things.
All the things.
Okay, Jim.
Or like asking their friend for help. Well, I mean, like.
Now Kobach is like doing some rain dance.
Well, my dad already knows, you know what I'm saying?
There's nothing to get in trouble for.
Okay, I don't know how that works. That's what I'm asking. I'm like, I don't. This is one more thing I don't need on my plate because I just, oh my god.
You're not in trouble. And talking to your friends and family about what's going on isn't going to get you in trouble. Okay?
I don't even want to talk to my friends about it. I don't even want anybody to know. I mean, they're going to find out, but I figure the reason that I think I'm staking out from the media as long as I have been is because nobody knows anything. And my inner circle's really awesome.
Maybe.
I don't know. They haven't even.
Or are they just because you're not on social media?
At all. But I mean, I eliminated them.
Not under my government name. That's the other thing that irritates me about her. Look, we all know how the rules of the Facebook streets, okay? That's why everybody has alt accounts, so that if somebody blocks you on your one account, you just pop up in the other on your new account like, hi, bitch. Everybody knows that. She's got an alt. Stop playing with this man.
Or 7.
At least.
Mm-hmm.
At least. And at least 13 Google accounts. Stop playing.
Mm-hmm.
You just didn't want them to know that your password is I like butt stuff.
69.
Like, even had the ability to like go through, I went and found everybody I knew that had any public posts, and it was just like, this needs to be clear. It's all gone.
Right, so you've made it very difficult for them to find you. Do I think eventually that at some point they are going to find you? Sure, of course.
You think they're going to find out where I'm staying at? I think that would be really tricky.
I don't know. You haven't even told me where you're staying, so
Nobody knows.
I don't know how it's connected to you.
Oh my god, she acts like she's a celebrity. What is wrong with her?
What does she think's going to happen? The Paps are going to be after you? You're going to be hounded? I mean, look.
Come on now.
They left Amber Frey alone after a while. I mean, she held a whole ass press conference looking like she could fly away with them ears. All she needed was a feather. That's mean. I'm sorry, Amber Frey. It's not your fault. You got caught up in a situation that you should have seen coming because he gave off some red flags too. But let's keep going.
She also did Google. Oh, Stella's back. I don't know if you can hear her, but she also did Google her net worth and her book deal and all of that. And so I can't believe that, like, I mean, even before the funeral, this girl is sitting here talking about, do you think they're going to figure out where I'm staying in my underground bunker somewhere? And are they going to hound me? Or are they going to this? Or are they going to that? Like, no. Like, we just want to know why you pinged in Frederick. Like, let's just start there. Let's just start with, why did you lie to state and federal agents? Why? Like, just, you need to be transparent. Like, okay.
If you have nothing to hide, you hide nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And she's hiding everything. I mean, she's hiding when things even happen, innocuous things that don't even really matter.
Mm-hmm.
And then, and that's the struggle I'm having with her. And I'm not getting on to her because she is the mistress. And I have a thing for, it makes me angry I'm not. It's not
I know, it
about
makes
that.
us jealous.
I promise y'all, as God is my witness, I am not jealous of NK. I have no intention of doing butt stuff. And for everybody on the internet, the YouTubes, the Googles to know that I'm down with the butt stuff. Okay. I'm not jealous of her. I don't like liars, and she is a liar. And I think that even if she didn't participate in any way, shape, or form in this horrible tragedy, she knows more than she's telling. And that's what's irritating to me.
Yeah.
And she thinks that she's the smartest person in the room all the time. And you know what? That might be true when you're in the room with people of Chris Watts' caliber, okay? But the rest of us see right through your BS, ma'am.
Oh, man. I bet you she says corroborate.
I bet she does say words wrong all the time.
Your family. So, I mean, if it's in your family's name, certainly it wouldn't be that hard to figure it out. So, if that, you know, there's ways to find out what people are saying, but they're limited. I mean, unless somebody knows about this place that talks to them.
Nobody.
So,
Nobody. Alright. My dad doesn't even know where it's at.
let me check on this. Yeah, let me check on this phone.
Oh yeah, that's right. I was like, I'm ready to go.
I know you're ready to go.
Like, somebody call.
So he's printing your contacts?
And somebody was asking, saying they should have brought Tammy Lee in there. No, they played her correctly, because if Tammy Lee would have been the one asking the questions, she wouldn't have gotten shit. She would have pulled a whole ass Jodi Arias. That's what she would have done. She would have clammed up and she would have gotten nothing. This actually, as irritating as it is more telling than anything that Tammy Lee would have been able to get out of her. Not because Tammy Lee's not a good cop, but because she's a woman. Nikki over here is a guy's girl. I have a whole theory on this, but I'll save that for after this.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, and then you want to
shot them and then text them to you right now.
Yeah, or you can email them to me.
I'll just send them to you right now while we're here.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. You know what's scary? I read this one. This is back in June 27th. This is like when we first started talking. And look at him. Loyal, truthful, dedicated, doesn't play games. It just makes me so sad to read this and think like...
So are these some of the ones that you deleted?
I deleted everything that he sent me. But these are just old. Like, look how old.
And was there any from those dates?
Yes. So look, like these 6/27, 6/29, and these are old, and then they seem to be, and then we're missing the second and the third.
We're missing. No, you deleted it.
Yeah, this is where are those text messages? The same place your job is at? Lost. Just out there somewhere in the, in the cloud, never to be retrieved again. They gone. They removed.
You're gonna make me choke on this Diet Coke.
Sorry.
Sorry. If I stop responding,
it's because you choked.
Ooh, okay.
There's the 4th.
Okay, so there's a lot of messages.
Kind of. But then, then there's no 5th, 6th, 7th, or 8th, and then there's the 9th, but it's only one text. And then the 17th, one text.
And you guys text how many times a day?
All the time. I bet you guys have hundreds of messages that you need to recover. But yes,
so here's the 11th.
What the hell is that?
It seems to me like I'm not so sure that those texts are missing or need to be recovered or were even deleted. I wonder if they used a different phone.
They did.
That's what I think. They used a different phone. Those are on the other phone. I mean, deleted accidentally because I needed a closure.
No, I think there's definitely there's definitely some form of different communication. I think she slipped out once and said that they were on Skype, but neither him nor her had Skype downloaded on their phones. So
interesting.
Look, there's only one from the 11th.
Can I just see what he said?
Yeah.
And Skype now does that encrypted stuff too. So.
And then the only text I think might be out of order, is the one at the very end.
That one might be out of order, but that's the text message that he got while he was with the police officer watching the footage of him loading the bodies.
Yeah,
and she's like, that one might be out of order, but no, bitch, it wasn't. Like, he's on camera receiving and responding.
Yeah, because he looks at it and he does answer. And by the way, this is the other thing that kind of bothers me about this whole scenario. Why didn't they follow up with why did you need a picture or a screenshot that to prove Chris was at work on Monday? What you said that Sunday was chill. You had that whole 111-minute sex talk sesh. It wasn't a plotting session at all. No plans were discussed of any type. But suddenly you trust Chris. You thought he was this great and swell guy. And now all of a sudden you're asking for screenshots, but you don't keep screenshots yourself. Oh my God. Go lay down somewhere, NK.
This is what happened, in my opinion. In my opinion, the lazy dog, everything that she said that they talked about at the lazy dog about him getting an apartment, a bank account, bunk beds, whatever the hell, that may have been part of the conversation, but I don't think that happened at the lazy dog. I think that happened on Wednesday when he was at her house for 3 hours when she gave him the key. And I think those were the demands that she was putting onto him in terms of, well, you have until this day to figure it all out. And this is what I want to see next week. And she even said, both of them said that they planned to go look at apartments that next week on Wednesday, which is the day that he was arrested. And so yeah, I think that happened. That conversation actually happened on Wednesday, not at Lazy Dog. I think the Lazy Dog conversation was another argument situation where, well, okay, maybe flipped, but either way, at this point, NK knew for a fact that Shanann was pregnant. Like, she knew for a fact because Shanann's Google was public. And yeah, that's the day that he deleted his Facebook. That's right. So, okay, so yeah, Wednesday would have been the argument where she would have confronted him about the pregnancy. And that's when he would have told her whatever, and she would have flipped. And then at the lazy dog was the time when she said, okay, these are my demands, and otherwise.
What is she, a terrorist?
Yeah. She's an emotional terrorist.
Given a list of demands. The nerve. He's married. Oh my God. And okay, I can't. I'm just gonna have to take a minute, because otherwise I'm just gonna be too mean.
I'll let her play. I just went on and on forever. I didn't even realize that.
You did not.
I just wish they were more complete, and I don't understand why they're coming in bits and pieces. Like, what's causing that?
So the 10th, oh, you went to the Rockies game.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't see him that day. I was with my friends, but I stayed with me that night.
Did she put her leg up? Oh, she sure did. What the hell? Oh my God. Who does that?
Trash box.
Okay,
I'm just so shocked
this
right
one's
now.
on
Wow.
Sunday night
Yeah, that's
at
right.
4:07 p.m.
I've
What's he
never
talking
seen
about?
anybody
Pounding fruit?
drink a
Is
bottle
that
of
you or
water
him?
quite that
That's
way
him.
either. I mean, I've never seen anybody who wasn't trying to do something dirty intentionally put their whole ass mouth around the. Like, what's your next trick? You gonna stuff the doorknob in your mouth? I mean, it's, like, can you fit your? What else can you jam in there? Your fist? Like, what's next?
Oh my God. As you know, Bosnia is the land of weird sayings.
Yes, like leaving your soul on the ground.
No, I'm serious. That is a
Okay,
thing.
okay.
Leaving your soul on the sidewalk is a
My
thing.
soul goes with me. I don't know why. Why y'all just leave your soul just on sidewalks in random places?
No, okay. How would you just translate it? Like my sister's in the house, so
Help
maybe
us out, Sandra.
hey, so I'm trying to translate dušu sam ispustila, when you're so exhausted from carrying something heavy or whatever, and you just say like, oh my God, I lost my soul somewhere. It left me somewhere like along the way. Like for example, if you're carrying something up the stairs, and by the time you get to the fourth flight of stairs, your soul's still like on the second
I
floor.
don't know. In America, we say like I'm dead ass tired.
Yeah.
We don't talk about leaving our souls on the sidewalk, in the stairwell, at the gym.
I'm telling you, it gets around. Now I forgot the whole point.
So he was talking about that birthday
Oh,
party.
Larry Volinka.
Whoever was hosting it, I don't remember, like, he told me the name once, but I forgot. I don't even remember, to be honest with you. Like, the only names that I remember very well is Nick.
And she's whipping her hair.
Yeah,
like,
twirling it.
That's so, like, disturbing.
What did she do? What'd she do? Watch Clueless and the part where Cher teaches the girls how to get the guy. Did she gonna send candy to herself next?
But I think she goes a little bit too hard, because even the camera is like twitching and shit.
Even the camera's done with your shit, NK. Look what you've done.
Oh my God.
Those are the only two that I could be like, oh yeah, like I could tell you like maybe a little
Those
bit
are his
about
friends?
those people. Yeah.
Okay.
But he went to the birthday party, and he said, oh, this guy always barbecues. And then he was saying, oh, he didn't barbecue, so he was saying he had fruit and asparagus. Yeah, didn't do anything with barbecue that time. He did hot dogs.
Because there's something else they talked about.
So this is the final one.
This is the one, I don't know if this is an
Go
order,
back
I'm
still
not
like
sure
on question 1.
exactly what this is referring to. I think
Trying
this
to
one at the
just
bottom
keep
is, oh my
focused.
God, that's absolutely ridiculous, they would freak out. That, do you remember when I told you, like, I was always trying to, like, incorporate his kids and stuff? I mean, even if it wasn't, like, directly, like, me and him, but just, like, I was always thinking of cute stuff when I'd see stuff, and I was like, oh my God, little girls would like that. I would show him, and I found
This is so disgusting and disturbing.
this box of Lucky Charms that was the unicorn Lucky Charms.
Okay.
And I thought they were really cute, and I texted it to him, and I was like, do your little girls know about these? Because they're awesome. And I was
Wow.
Okay, I'm going to stop
Wow.
you right here, trash
Wow.
box. Back the milk truck completely up, put that shit in park, leave the keys on the
Wow.
dash, and step out. So you felt comfortable enough to, when you were pushing down the cereal aisle, you stopped your buggy and took a picture of the Lucky Charms that was unicorn marshmallows and sent it to him. You felt comfortable enough doing that, but you can't even say their names. See,
And
this
she
is why
did
I
that.
don't be liking Nikki Kessinger. It has nothing to do with her being a Sancha. and a hoe. This is the stuff that really gets under my nerves. Because you know what? I don't slut shame. It's not my vagina. It's not my problem. You do what you want. You want to let him in the front door, the back door, the attic, the basement, wherever. I don't care because it's not me. And I don't slut shame. But this right here, when you do get to jail, and this will catch up with her. And when she does get caught up, and it may not be this, but something will catch her up. And I hope you make friends with Big Boo. I hope she works your ass all around that prison yard. Okay.
Let me just tell you, I, as part of my internship, spent 6 months working at a women's prison, and my nickname there was Big Mac. So
that was your nickname?
So I can only imagine what NK's would be.
Doorknob, because everybody gets a turn.
Like little stuff like that.
So
And
that's,
I don't think that that's the 13th, because I don't think I talked to him that day. What day was the 13th? I can't remember.
Monday.
What day was the 13th, bitch? You had that conversation while those babies were floating in that oil. That's when you were sending him unicorn fucking Lucky Charms that he was telling you, oh my God, they would freak out.
The man you were banging, who is now sitting in jail and is under arrest for the murders of his entire family, which occurred on the 13th, with that we've only been sitting in this interrogation for what, an hour, maybe 2 hours at this point? I don't know, because we skipped. And you don't know what day the 13th was. Girl.
I think I gotta look, because I can't.
I think it will, no, well then maybe these are in order. Monday was the day I think that I sent that text.
Yes, that's Monday morning at 2:44.
Could it be a staged text, just like all the texts that Chris sent out that morning to anyone and everyone who would text him?
Texting Shanann, where are you? Like you didn't just bury her in a hole out at Survey 19.
Texting the fucking realtor. Come on now. Texting, calling the school, like.
Right,
calling
exactly.
Groupon.
What did he call Groupon for?
Groupon, asking for a refund for the goddamn trip that she
that's
booked.
right. They booked that damn shit on here. So you're calling Groupon, but
finances are not a motive here.
Right, but they're only missing at this point, right? Mm-hmm. And you're over here calling Groupon, canceling a vacation, which means you know they're not coming home, you rat bastard.
Mm-hmm.
And then this heifer over here is covering.
Mm-hmm. Talking about, oh, look at these Lucky Charms. Oh, God, I'm sick.
4 p.m. So that's in the afternoon, Monday. Does that sound right?
Yeah, I was at work when I texted it to him.
So that fits.
Okay, so then
she's lying because she texted that at 3:45, which by that point she was not at work.
Yeah, because she clocked out at 3:30.
Boom.
it is in order. So it is in order.
So
And this makes sense. Because that's Sunday, right?
That's Sunday.
Okay, so they're in order. They're just missing a whole
So
bunch.
he's basically saying he's still
missing, like your job, like your dignity, like your morals.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
Amen.
So then this one is in the right place. I was thinking 8:13 was Tuesday, and I'm like, I don't think him and I had very pleasant conversation on Tuesday.
You want to screenshot all those to me?
Yeah.
And then I turned this off, but
Oh, this phone's so weird. You like ninja chop it. Oh, I think that worked. Okay, so that takes us down to 6:29. So then I'm gonna scroll up to 6:30.
Okay, now she's taking screenshots, blah, blah, blah.
might have been a lesbian at some point.
That's not the case. I don't think so.
What the hell did we just scroll up on?
Wait.
What the hell did we just scroll?
We just walk in on. This conversation has taken a turn. I'm going to need you to orale vato and rewind.
Boy, that escalated quickly.
It did. It went to a really weird place real quick, like out of nowhere. We went from serial to lesbians.
Screenshot all those to me.
Yeah.
Oh.
Let's start.
And then,
Can we just...
old school.
I had to do a stuff for comments and submission in my house last night. Star. I did not like it. I was like, this is scary. But it's cool. I got used to it, so hopefully I don't have to go back.
What's he laughing at? What is funny about this?
Now, let me ask you about
She's
the
whispering.
text with you and Charlotte.
Thank you, Larry.
You talk about
Thank you.
children, and he's got his own kids, and that makes you kind of uncomfortable because you'd like to have your own family. Put that in context for me. Is that a fair statement the way I'm saying it?
I mean, I guess. There was never anything I said to him though.
Okay, that's what I want to know. Did you ever say anything to him about
Never.
Oh my
God. Oh, here we go.
Being a problem? Anything about his wife being a problem?
Never. I always try to be so inclusive with them. And even when I was talking to her, it wasn't that his kids were an issue. It was just, this man already has a life.
Let's just observe her.
Should I go build my own?
Bullshit.
You know, with somebody who hasn't done that yet. And then she was the one that was saying, you know, I was engaged once and it didn't work, and now I'm engaged again, and she's trying to tell me, like, it doesn't matter. Like, I'm on my second time of going through this.
She's lying.
And she's like, I love this man very, very much. And she was saying, like, he's not gonna love you less because he's already...
Kovacs like, bitch, I know, I already read that shit. Get to the point.
I just am trying to hear your interpretation.
Those references were never made to him, though, about
Never.
children.
Never.
So Charlotte, that's who you were talking with.
Yes.
Did you one time tell me Charlotte's a lesbian?
Oh,
Okay.
now it makes sense.
Were you talking about one of your friends that might have been a lesbian at some point?
That's not the case. I don't think so.
You
What
never
is
said that
Kovacs talking about?
any of your friends that I inquired about?
I don't think
Okay.
so.
What does their sexual orientation even have to do with this?
I inquired about Charlotte.
I think he said that to throw her off.
It has to be because
Yeah, to
I'm
make
thrown
her
the fuck off, and I'm
uncomfortable.
not even the one in the hot seat.
Yeah, maybe he's like just hinting like, hey, we saw your browser history.
We know we know you're down with some girl on girl. That's okay.
Yeah.
Nobody's judging.
And she's like, shit, what screenshots did I send him?
Crap, I didn't delete those.
On my text, and I was like, what is he talking about? And I couldn't
here's
find
the
it.
eHarmony.
So I was wondering if maybe somebody referenced both of those two, but not
I love how she connected eHarmony with the lesbian thing.
together. I'm wondering if that's where that came from.
So Charlotte is your friend. She's your closest friend.
Yeah.
You guys had this conversation, but it never went anywhere besides her and you.
Yeah.
You never mentioned it to Chris. You never said anything about your kids, or his kids, pardon me, damaging your guys' relationship, or nothing like that.
Never. And I mean, and even in that, it wasn't like I never said his kids were a problem. It was just like he already has a life. Like, I don't know about.
So the kids aren't the problem. The wife is the problem.
Right.
Right. So in light of what's occurred, though, what I'm trying to make sure is that there was never a conversation that you guys had that he might have thought that you were saying, I can't be with you if you have kids.
All right. I've just about had enough of her. Whoa. So
yeah, I'm good.
I think we're done with watching her because she's literally like putting me into a dissociative state. I can feel my soul leaving my body.
I can already feel that tomorrow I'm going to wake up and choose violence because of this. I'm going to be spicy Jen tomorrow all day, and it's going to be your fault, NK.
I'm going to wake up hungover because my soul's going to be recovering.
Because you left it on the sidewalk unattended.
Yeah. That's just how.
I feel like I'm gonna wake up ragey tomorrow. That bitch. I've tuned a lot of it out because she's such a lying liar mouth, right? And then I know tomorrow morning I'm gonna wake up and remember some. I'm gonna remember this unicorn cereal, though. I can tell you that right now.
Well,
I would have kicked her under the table, accidentally on purpose.
Jammed her between, like, hazel her. That should be
between the wall and the table.
Oh my god! I think we all kind of like went into a collective trance after a while, where we just had to cut it off because the crystal magic started.
Yeah, I think that.
Thing. No wonder Chris would like nod out during their conversations. Like, we're all nodding out over here.
Well, she puts, like, the way that she speaks, she drags the ends of words out. I mean, the word is no. There's only one O in no, but here she's like, no.
No,
you know? Like her and the demon are talking at the same time and making it extra loud. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. It's amplified.
Yes.
Oh my god. Okay, well, I had so much fun, and
I did too.
As this was happening, I was thinking, you know what? Should we do this like every Friday, make it like a roast night, and just watch a random interrogation video and just...
We could. We should.
Because I think we all need like a Friday night mood stabilizer on Watts Island. Like, we'll be the tiki bar,
You know, I was thinking about Watts Island and kind of relating it to the island on Lost. And I was thinking, well, who would be the black smoke? You know, the smoke monster? You know what I'm talking about? You didn't watch Lost, did you?
Yeah, I'm foreign. I don't know. No, Peter, no.
Wait a minute. You're foreign? Did you move to the United States 2 weeks ago? Lost is on Hulu.
No.
I know what's Lost.
No.
Well,
Sorry,
maybe
I'm sure
maybe the viewers will
yes.
understand. I'm trying to figure out who the smoke monster is. Who I feel like
I'm gonna put on the Googles real quick.
Okay, if we
just put smoke monster,
not so much the characters in the case, but surrounding the case, right? At first, one would think that KK would be the smoke monster. But I actually don't think that KK is the smoke monster. She's more like Ben. She thinks she's running things, but ain't running shit. NK is more like Juliet. She cool, but don't leave your man unattended around her.
Well, if I remember correctly, KK was on Zav Girls live one night. I mean, who could forget that? That was unforgettable. And she was asked a question of whether or not she would feel comfortable with Chris Watts watching her children. And she said yes. And she said it so confidently. It was like nauseating, actually. And
I mean,
that, like, the same question then for NK would be, would you leave your husband with NK? Husband sit him? KK?
Well, this is what I mean, that's like a weird, that's an interesting question to ask. If you were asking me if I would, my children are adults and I know my boys could take Chris Watts. So sure, come on over. You think I'm bad? I raised these fools. Good luck.
Well, unfortunately, Chris doesn't deal with adults.
No. He likes to pick on women and children. That's all right. I could take Chris, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I wouldn't even be worried. If you said Chris Watts is at my door, I'd be like, oh.
Can you imagine, though, if a serial killer showed up at my house?
I'd be like, oh, shit.
You picked the wrong house.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you do what you do? Oh, you want me to be scared? I'm not about to give up control. I don't like to show weakness, so I'm not really going to scream or anything for you. In fact, the more you want me to scream, I'm just going to go mute. I'm going to act like I was born and I couldn't ever speak. That's not really working. I'm not scared. Yeah, it wouldn't work for me. It wouldn't. I'd be like, hey, how about you don't kill me and you take me along and I can see what it is you do and why you do it. We could have you don't have to take me into the murder scene. I don't want to be a witness to a murder or anything, but maybe you could just, we could go for a car ride and I could ask you some questions. Like, what number was I going to be? How many times have you done this before? Can you put me in a spot that's not going to stain the carpet? I don't want anybody to have to clean up. Let's be courteous here.
If you do ever end up in the clinker somewhere, just ask for Big Mac.
They're going to challenge me in the yard and I'm going to be like, yo, Big Mac, that's my homegirl. Yeah, that's what I thought. Go sit down.
Yeah, because
give me that dodgeball.
Dr. B, Dr. Big Mac, and I guess they were making comments about inappropriate comments, so that was Dr. Big Mac.
They call you Big Mac because you got cakes. Are you all caked up on a Thursday afternoon?
Look, I do like me some McDonald's, though. I'm not gonna lie. All right. But this was fun. I think this is a good time to wrap it up. I think we're at 2 hours, so I think that's a perfect time. It's not too long.
No, I think we're not really good.
We're not gonna hear it from our Michelle. She's not gonna be like 5 hours.
And her and her sweet voice.
Yes, 5 hour lives.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Can you imagine her telling somebody to fuck off? It would just sound so nice that you'd be like, oh, I think I will. I think I'm gonna fuck directly off.
Well, yes, I would say, why, yes, thank you very much indeed.
Should we so we should do this on every Friday, and then should we maybe talk about what we also have been thinking about doing?
Oh yeah,
tell them.
Wait, but we've been talking about several, so which one?
The one that's the most important to me.
Oh, my heart is, well, why don't you go ahead? My heart
No, I want you to do it.
So, Jen, well, okay, so we're going to start covering the West Memphis 3 case pretty soon, and we're going to go into like excruciating detail, break down some documentaries that we're going to watch. We're going to make like these watch parties of all the essentials related to the case, because I know a lot of people might not be familiar with the case. So we're all going to kind of watch together and just take notes and then just study it and discuss it. And we haven't figured out how exactly we're going to do it, but that's going to be on the lookout for that. So yeah,
I'm very excited about this, just because most people don't know, but my friends do, how special this case is to me. I started looking into it in 2001. I've never stopped. I still go back and look at stuff, but I've been asked before to talk about the case, and I only want to do it with Dr. B.
I'm honored. I'm honored because
you're the only person I would do it with.
Yeah, and Jen is, Jen is like an encyclopedia when it comes to that case, and she's also very respectful of. She made sure, for example, when I started looking into the case, she made sure that I formed my own opinions. She wouldn't tell me her thoughts. She kind of like let me form my own opinions, and then we later talked about it and shared and I thought
corroborated.
And I thought that was pretty awesome. So
Thank
I
you.
think doing it together as a group, especially with someone like Jenn, where you know that the information and all the facts of the case will be based on facts.com.
Yes. I'm not going to be just, making stuff up or acting like I've spoken to people I've not spoken with. And I will say, if I don't know, I'll tell you, I don't know. Because there is a lot about this case I don't know.
But there's also a lot of documentation,
yes.
like pages and pages upon pages, autopsy reports, crime scene photos, videos. It's a fascinating case. It really is, and I think it's also a case that is like, if you want to learn about the criminal justice system, like, I think this is the case. If you want to learn about appeals, about innocence, and
about false confessions,
this is the case. So yeah, that's going to be another thing that's going to be fascinating, is just going through all of those interviews. Oh. Anyways, I don't want to drag it on.
Yeah, let's not drag it on. But thanks, you guys. Thank you for having me. You know that I adore you. And thanks everybody for laughing along with us and making up new and exciting nicknames for
well, she was also the possessive mattress as well at one point, which that's a whole other thing. We can leave that for next Friday.
Yes, and maybe if you guys have suggestions on interrogation videos that you would like us to stream, hit up Dr. B and make sure you guys give her a like, please. And thank you everyone for listening and the super chats for Dr. B. And
yes, thank you.
This has been a ton of fun.
Now just make sure you say that you said that all voluntarily.
I'm under duress. Can you see me blinking? I'm blinking.
Blink once. All right. Well, thank you. Thank you again. Thank you, mods. It was nice to be back, and it's nice to just be able to relax with you guys and just laugh and just forget about all the drama in the world. So we love you. We thank you, and we'll see you again next Friday. Good night.
Good night.